today we have someone whose journey to the film industry was not a typical one. She is white outside and brown inside. So, welcome, Kalki.
Hi, Tina. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad.
Okay. So, Kalki, you are an actor, a director, and a writer. Have I forgotten something?
No, I guess I'm a lot of things. Yeah, I'm a podcaster. I'm
Wow.
a podcast
So
presenter.
she is also a podcaster.
And I
What
obviously
else?
have done a documentary as well. So yeah.
Anything else?
I write poems.
It's writer. Okay.
spoken
Anyway,
word.
poet. A poet.
Yeah. That's it.
So
I think.
a
And
lot
like
of things.
trekker, procrastinator.
That's a good one.
Many
I
things.
think we all are a little bit of this. Okay, so Kalki, in my introduction, I said that you were white outside and brown inside. Why I have said that?
It's true. I've quoted this many times. My skin is white, my heart is brown. I feel completely Indian. And I think when I was young, I wasn't aware of the fact that I was a foreigner, you know. Like, I used to be with my friends. I remember we used to see like a foreigner and we'd be like, well, look at a parallel, you know, look at the white person, look at the foreigner. And I had no idea that I myself was one.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing to grow up with because I think India still doesn't have that many foreigners born in India. There are a few, but it's not a huge diaspora. So it's still kind of a little bit of a rare thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Kalki, in Indian society, skin complexion is a huge factor. You know, you yourself has observed it. There is this obsession about white skin, and even some Bollywood male celebrities have actually advertised for products like Fair and Lovely and other skin whitening cream. How do you feel about it?
Well, it was a very big fairness cream company came to me right in the beginning of my career, and I didn't want to do it because firstly I'm Caucasian. I didn't become white by putting cream on. Didn't make any sense. But yeah, I think that this obsession is, you know, it's age old. It's been in a lot of Asian countries. We see that, and it came, I think, from the idea that if you were working class, you were outside in the fields and you got dark, and if you were richer, you lived indoors. But I think it's, you know, it's completely outdated, and I think that today we have all kinds of ideas of beauty, and you know, I think
even
that
dusky beauty have some place now in Bollywood.
Dusky beauty, even age, you know, I think it's no longer just the young, young, perfect-looking woman. You have stunning women of all ages.
All ages and all colors.
So I think, it's really important to reinterpret the idea of beauty.
So, in one hand, we have this problem in our country. On the other hand, there are a lot of white girls like you who are trying to get into Bollywood, and there are very little scope, you know, to work in Bollywood film industry with your skin complexion. So, how did you handle it? And how do you feel on that time?
I think it worked both ways. On the one hand, of course, people were fascinated by the exoticism of having white skin. On the other hand, they never accept you as being Indian, which I am. You know, I feel completely Indian. So it kind of puts you in a strange box where people kind of don't expect you to be Indian. At the same time, they forgive you a lot of things because they're like, oh, she doesn't understand. You know, so it kind of gives you a certain sort of freedom where you get, you know, you get both sides in a way. Now I don't feel it's become a, you know, it's nobody thinks about me not being Indian anymore. Like Aditi from Ye Jawani Hai Diwani is from Bombay, and there's no explanation for the way she looks. So I'm glad that, you know, that has happened. And I can't complain about my career. I do, but I can't.
Of course.
I shouldn't.
But you didn't have any hardship to get into Bollywood or in the film industry?
In the beginning, did I have hardships? Of course, you have coming into an industry where you don't speak the language. I didn't know how to dance, and a lot of the foreign girls are usually dancers. So they had sort of related that to me. But I kind of had, you know, a background in theatre, and I was doing a lot of theatre before I started films. So I kind of sustained myself in other ways artistically, not financially. I just struggled. I had to do all sorts of odd jobs for that. You know, I think that having that other sustenance from theatre didn't make me in any kind of hurry to get there. And even now, last year I did 2 plays, and I keep going between different genres. I do documentaries, podcasts, I do other things. So for me, it's a good position. I enjoy being able to explore other mediums.
So you are not at all finally complaining about your hardship or struggles?
I think that, of course, we all complain about things.
That's the part of the job anyway.
I think we do. We do have certain complaints and things, but overall, I believe in creating things and working in a way where you can create stuff for yourself. You know, opportunity is luck. I think opportunity comes once or twice in a lifetime, and then it's what you make with that opportunity and where you take it. That's important, you know.
Okay, Kalki, you're now talking about your performances. So your performances have been almost all the time critically acclaimed, no matter how the film was. So maybe the movie in question hasn't done very well. I'm not talking only about box office. Maybe it was not received very well. But your performance was like appreciated by everybody. Or how do you choose your script or your movies, your projects?
I think that I just see, obviously I need to like the story or find something original in it. In terms of the characters I play, I really need to be intrigued and, you know, excited by wanting to jump into that. Like, oh my God, there's so much research I need to do on this subject. There's so much I can go, you know, there's so far I can change the way I am naturally to become this character. So when I get that excited about a project, you know, it's an instinctive reaction. Then I know, you know, I'm gonna really put a lot into it. Yeah, I don't know. I got to thank my teachers. I got to thank Atul Kumar. I got to thank who else? My school where I studied in Goldsmiths in London Drama School. I got to thank even my school in Ooty, Miss Mangaldas. She was one of the first people who encouraged me to do theatre. So yeah, I think that I've had a lot of background of theatre which has helped me. Adi Shakti, Veena Pani Chawla.
Oh, Adi Shakti. Okay. Yeah, I have been there, so just to see how does it work.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Has it ever happened that someone has given you the script, you didn't like the script that much, but you liked only the character, and so you just you have taken it?
Yeah. I'll not say which script.
Okay, I will. Definitely, I'm not asking.
Definitely, sometimes. Backstage. Honestly, sometimes I do a film just to break my own stereotype. Yeah. Because otherwise you're offered the same, whatever you've done previously, people are like, okay, now she can do that, we'll give her roles like that. Yeah. And I very consciously try to break that every once in a while and do something out of my own stereotype.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So you have done a lot of cameo in a lot of movies, you have done a lot of supporting role as well.
Mostly in big commercials.
In big commercials, yeah. But today you have a good position in Bollywood, I would say. So after knowing stardom, have you ever considered becoming a typical Bollywood actor, like a dhamaka wala?
I don't think the choice is up to me.
Okay.
I think if I was supposed to become one, I would have already become one.
Yeah, okay.
I think that you know, you're a product of your circumstances as well as your personality and how you've grown up. All my choices are a product of that. So there's certain kinds of sensibilities that attract me more than others. My dream is to do a rom-com where I get the guy in the end instead of killing him or beating him up, you know. One time, let me just do a nice, simple rom-com. Yeah. I think I'm the undiscovered Meg Ryan of India.
You should write it yourself. No one can write for you, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think I need to write that comedy.
Yeah. Nowadays, there is a new trend, like a star is promoting the movie of some other stars, you know. But we have never seen you. I mean, at least I have never seen you. You are not that much actually in the social media.
Yes.
Why that?
I don't know. I have this sort of strange fear, I think, of like being too known. You know, I enjoy, of course, I feel very privileged to be acknowledged by my fans, and I think it's also opened up so many doors for me. But at the same time, I want to be able to surprise myself and keep growing, and I feel that when you have a team of people making your career and making your image for you, somewhere you lose who you really are.
Okay,
so I've kind of avoided, I don't have PR, for example. I don't have personal
you
PR.
You manage yourself.
I manage my own work. And that allows me to just sort of make my choices without somebody else telling me, this is good for you, this is bad for you. Many times people have said that, you know, about some of the films which I'm most proud of, like Margarita with a Straw. Everyone, like so many people are like, I'm mad or what? Don't do this film. What are you thinking? Yeah. Lesbian woman who has cerebral palsy, what are you thinking? You know, and it's one of the most incredible experiences and processes I went through as an actor. So I kind of have to listen to my gut.
Okay, so we are almost done, Kalki. My last question is, so the Me Too movement is going on all over. Recently it started also in Bollywood. Your thought on it, or if you have experienced any of this?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've experienced casual sexual, you know, casual sexism, I would say.
Okay.
You know, what I mean by that is, like, I've had a producer tell me, you should get Botox for your laughter lines, you know. So after that, I've stopped laughing so much. I'm like this the whole time, you know. So, but, you know, you get a lot of that casual sort of sexism where you feel bad that you're making such a big deal out of it. And I think that kind of sexism is the most, it's like the most ingrained, you know, it's in our system. And that's the hardest to get rid of. I think the Me Too movement has helped people become more conscious.
Of course.
I've personally seen it in my workplace. In one play I did, I had a code of conduct sort of contract, like a document given to me to say that, you know, we're going to be rehearsing, we're going to be doing intimate stuff, so if you have a problem, this is who you can speak to. If you don't feel comfortable, you know. So that kind of introduction to a certain safe work environment is quite new, I would say, in Bollywood. You know, workshopping intimate scenes, that's something that has started becoming quite a thing. So, yeah, and for me, the Me Too movement, I've been, you know, I was part of it before it became a hashtag, I feel, when I started talking about child sexual abuse. And I think that it's just, it's come from a very young age of growing up where, you know, boys are prioritized over girls. And I think that this generation has understood that, and the next generation, I think what we can do is probably inculcate that into the next generation, to teach our children equality. But we are at that cusp generation where we're changing, but we've also grown up in an environment of the old generation where our fathers are still patriarchal, you know, and we can't exactly change that, you know, but we can change probably the next generation.
You yourself haven't experienced as such?
Nothing, no, not like a casting couch experience, not that I...
just sexism, kind of,
Yeah. But of course, I know of many stories. And yeah, it does exist. I wouldn't say it doesn't.
It's unfortunate. Okay, Kalki, it was wonderful talking to you. Good luck for your upcoming projects.
Thank you.
See you in the movies.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.